Everything Anime Podcast. I'm one of your host, Shinry, here with Everything Anime Podcast, topics from anime, manga, video games, TV shows, and other relevant topics I'm talking about. Today's video is on Tokyo Ghoul's chapters 29 to 32. Shu the Gourmet. Now, I don't think it's this chapter's, but there is like some serious Hazuka energy coming from Shu, but I think it's like the next chapter. You'll know when we get there. But just fair warning, and if you watch Hunter x Hunter, you know exactly who Hazuka is. But she was giving that energy, and I really want to put this meme in this video, but it's not ready for that yet. So, but it's coming. Just know that I have like something funny with that one. Anyways, when the chapter opens up, we start with a flashback of Amon's recruitment into the CCG. The first day he was assigned to be Mado's partner, but others warned him that he's weird, like he has an obsession with ghouls and kinikis. And we know, based off these 30 chapters and we met Mado, that he is that kind of crazy, like he loves fighting ghouls. Like I said, he's the Mayuri of Bleach with like, obsessing over science, and he is the Professor Stein, in my opinion, from Soul Eater. Like he gives me most of those personalities. But yes, we're getting a one chapter flashback of Mado. It's basically the first time Amon had taught him. It's the first time that Mado had taught him not to underestimate ghouls, even if they impersonate themselves as old women. Like this, like old woman walks by, she's acting all friendly, and then like they turn their back, she tries to bite them. But obviously they took her on very easily. They do this to like make you lower your guard. They pretend like they're helpless old people or maybe a young child, so you just like you'll underestimate them. It makes it easier for them to like eat you and have you drop your guard. Like how Rise went on a date with Kaneki. She pretended to eat human food, and like how Nishio is pretending to be like a student, but like he kills all people that get close to him because he thinks it's fun to like turn on them when they and the shock and surprise they get. And we've seen it from ghouls all throughout Tokyo Ghoul. Now, anyways, overall, Mado had said in the end, like he would fight an enemy to the death, even if he lost an arm and a leg. So he kind of died the way he lived, because Mado's own words was like, "I'll fight a ghoul, even if they cut my leg off, my arm off," and that's exactly what happened. He got his leg and the arm cut off by Tokua and Hinanami, and he still was ready to kill ghouls. So props to that guy. That's basically where that chapter ended. It was gonna be like its own video, like as a dedication, or maybe I could even added it to that previous video. But as I said, I felt like it ending on Amon crying and screaming was more powerful than it ending with like that slice of life, like, oh, we'll always have each other's back. So I didn't make that a separate video. I just added it to this one. So when the chapter continues, we learned that even normal humans know about the paranormal investigators being killed by ghouls. And yeah, they talk about how scary it sounds, but in a kind of nonchalant way. Again, like in the beginning of Tokyo Ghoul, Hyde believing in ghouls seemed like the weird thing. Like it was rumors, like people had heard about it, but like no one had ever actually seen it. Even Kaneki was like that. But now it just seems like the whole world knows about ghouls, and they're just kind of like, oh, it's just another fire down the street, another car accident. Like it's like nothing to them. Whereas like if we found out in our world today that vampires and werewolves and mummies and Frankenstein was out there, we'd be freaking the fuck out, So I think it's weird how casual it is. Like, I don't know. Oh, also they talk about like, oh well, we just want to go down that street where those paranormal investigators were killed. We'll go down the other street. I'm like, girl, this is not a shooting at a Walmart down the street and you go into the other Walmart because that Walmart's safer. This is ghouls are out there. A shooting, a car accident, a fire, those are random. But ghouls and monsters existing, like that can happen anywhere in your town. So it's just weird. It compared to now, and like, I mean, obviously with Kaneki being in this world, like, we learn that ghouls exist and they're present, they're hiding among each other, and we learned the CCG, the paranormal investigators know about it. But like the ordinary humans know about it, they're just nonchalant about it. They're not freaking out, they're not scared, they're not terrified. That is weird. We also then meet the doctor who performed the operation on Kaneki, who I believe to be a ghoul, as it's heavily applied in the anime. From like the few episodes I've seen in the anime, it's heavily implied, but in the manga, not so much. But it's definitely I'm gonna lean on like maybe because the manga was further than the anime knows that the doctor's a ghoul, and so that's why like it's like heavily implied in the anime. But he's doing a checkup on Kaneki, saying that everything is fine, but Kaneki has his suspicions, as well as Tokua, because she warned him his levels will be 10 times that of a normal human. So the fact that the doctor is like, oh, you're fine, everything's reading normal, when Tokua is like, if you go to a human doctor, they're going to see that your levels are 10 times higher than normal human. Like, your heartbeat is beating 10 times faster, your blood is flowing 10 times faster. So that definitely is kind of confirming that the doctor is a ghoul in the manga as well, because if he's not admitting like, oh, there's something weird about you, I don't know, maybe that's the foreshadowing that it's trying to do. We then meet up with Hyde again, concluding the doctor's visit, and Hyde is speculating with his intuitions that this ghoul attack wasn't random or for food. He believes that it's out for retaliation or something like that. And we have learned from through Kaneki before that Hyde's instincts and intuitions are always right. Like anytime he like feels something, it's pretty much spot on. And so the fact that Hyde is like, this ghoul attack, it definitely wasn't looking for food. It definitely wasn't like, just out and about and wanted to kill someone. Like this ghoul wanted revenge. And love Hyde. Again, I know it's already spoiled for me that Hyde becomes a ghoul because I saw like an image when I was trying to make a cover photo, so I know he becomes a ghoul, but I still want to see how it happens, so I'm kind of excited for that. Now, fearing that Hyde being so close on their tail and knowing very little about the CCG, who knows everything, well, no, fearing that Hyde so close on their tail and knowing very little about the CCG, who knows everything, and probably have it all figured out by now, he goes to warn Hinanami and Tokua, but is interrupted by some new random ghouls, congratulating him on his battle against Amon. So Kaneki was like, okay, Hyde is onto us. The CCG definitely know everything about us by now, because they know like the rabbit is not Hinanami. If Mato knew that, he probably told it to Amon and let Amon escape. So Kaneki's like, I gotta tell Tokua, I gotta tell Mr. Yoshimoto, I gotta tell Yomo. I gotta let everybody know this, but once he gets back to the Anteiku, like all these ghouls are congratulating him, like they're like, "Hey, you're one of us. You fought a paranormal investigator. You survived, like, and you beat his ass. I mean, he could have killed him. They probably would berate him for that, but like they're like, hey, you still held your own, so props to you." As we then transition over to Hinanami, she's staying at Takuya's. Not sure what the big deal is, but we see like Tokua is having lunch with one of her human friends. Oh yeah, this is where because we know Hinanami and Tokua got kicked out of Anteiku because Hinanami got seen by the paranormal investigators with her mother, and then Tokua, because she killed a paranormal investigator, which is now going to sweep the area. And Kaneki technically fought. He didn't kill a dove, but he fought a dove, so I guess like they're letting him slide because like one, he's a half ghoul, and then two, like, or a one-eyed ghoul, and then two, like, he didn't kill him. But yeah, that's why Hinami is staying right now. And then Tokua, we get more of her slice of life, like her trying to blend in with humans, eating with her friend. Now this was spoiled in the anime, as I didn't know the storyline up to this point, but of the manga, I kind of bumped around. I kind of knew it was going to happen to me because I seen it in the anime, but like, I think her best friend's like her human best friend's like a cook or something like that. She cooked her a meal and she wanted to share it with her because she's her friend. But we know that to ghouls, human food tastes like horse crap. Like it makes them puke and they want to throw up and stuff like that. And the act of even swallowing it gives them pain and discomfort. So, Tokua, because that's her best friend, she tries to she does swallow it, but you would think the next scene she would immediately puke it up. Like that's what you would expect in the anime/manga, because that's what they do. Like they find themselves in the bathroom, they puke it up. But instead Takuya's trying to force it down. She's like, no, stay down. My friend made this for me. It really does show this human side of Takuya. And I really like that she was trying to keep it down and digest it, because she really loves her friend. She loves her friendship with her. And that's why I'm saying we're learning more about Tokua and her relationship with humans and how much she cares about them, specifically her best friend. Like we know Kaneki and his relationship with Hyde, And now we're seeing that relationship with Tokua and her friend, which I forgot her name. It might be in my notes, but I didn't write it down right here. Now, of course, this will make her sick because, like, obviously, if she keeps it on her stomach, she's going to get weaker because ghouls that eat human food and they don't puke it up, they're just going to get weak and they're going to get sick. But it shows more of her humanity, and it's great character development that we get to see from her. So I like that she wants to be around other humans and wants to be their friends. It's the same thing she preached to Mato. She's like, I just want to be like you. I just want to live in peace. Eat cake like she told Kaneki and know what chicken tastes like. It tastes like she'll never know those things. Maybe that might be a twist in the anime how it ends or manga. Like maybe Tokua becomes human towards the end. I really don't know where it's going. But that's just my speculation based off this. So maybe her friend will get turned into a ghoul too. We'll see. I mean, I don't want too many humans to become ghouls, but I understand it. Or maybe something will happen to her friend, God forbid. I do like her friend. I like Tokua, and then because Takuya's friend is aiding in that character development, therefore I like her friend as well. Now, in the following scene, Kaneki comes over to help Hinanami move on. Nothing really goes on until her friend from the school, Yorkio, I think is her name. She shows up at Takuya's door, worried about her because I guess after Tokua ate that food, she immediately left or ran home or whatever like that. Or maybe it went to check on Hinanami. So now we got Kaneki there in Takuya's house, Hinanami staying there, and then Tokua herself, and then now Yorkio has come to visit her. She then oversees Kaneki inside her house, and she assumes that Kaneki is Takuya's boyfriend. She also brought over some more home cooked food that she wanted to share with her. It's very cute it's a very cute world building to this dark story because we know Tokyo Ghoul is the darkest manga I've read so far. But I like hilariously that Kaneki and Tokua are like, what? That's not my boyfriend, that's not my girlfriend. But I'm wondering if they are going to make a thing. Shipping's not really my thing. In anime and manga, I have wrote characters that I don't consider it shipping that I feel like belong together. But yeah, I guess that's what it's going to do. Is maybe Tokua and Kaneki are going to ship. They are both the main characters and they are heterosexual, so who knows. I know Rise was Kaneki's type, but I don't know if Takuya is his type. Well, he told Yuta that she's cute but scary or something like that. So I guess he is attracted to her. But I like that her friend is still around. Now, following this cute story, though, we're reminded how dark it is. A woman was followed by a ghoul home who was obsessed with her eyes, and I'm assuming he kills her. It's not shown in the manga, but he's like, oh, what beautiful eyes you have. I want to wear them or something like that. Oh yeah, and no, he doesn't kill her because I think I don't know if it's at the end of this chapter, but at one point she's running around, so it's her eye sockets. It was fucking crazy. So I don't think it's in this chapter. It might be in the next chapter, but it's just that scene was crazy. Now, before we learn about who that ghoul was that was obsessed with the eyes, we've switched back over to Tokua and Kaneki as they continue training for his upcoming fight with future dubs. Or maybe in a rematch against Amon. Amon's obviously going to want to fight him again because Mato's been killed. Kaneki might have let him live, and he doesn't understand why Kaneki let him live, but his mentor is dead. And you ghouls are the reason why. And he wants to wipe out all ghouls anyway. So Kaneki's continuing his training, and we have seen Kaneki level up. So it's pretty dope. Yomo then shows up at some point and thinks Tokua is being too easy on him. So he decides to train both of them himself. He's like, all right, both of you come at me at once. I'll fight both of you. And he actually whoops both their ass at the same time. Oh no, he whoops Kaneki's ass first. And then he tells Tokua, try to attack them together because this is boring. I need more of a challenge. And then he whoops both of their asses with one hand. So Yomo is clearly, in terms of power scaling, apparently Yomo is above Kaneki and Tokua. He's at least has the power of two ghouls. But Kaneki being a half one-eyed ghoul is supposed to make him stronger than both. So who knows? The power scaling, Kaneki's still young and training, and he doesn't eat that much human meat in the first place. So maybe if Kaneki did eat more human meat, he probably would overpower Yomo. But very cool training scene. It's assumed that following this this is what happens. It's assumed that following this, Yomo is the one that attacked the woman in her apartment and stole her eyes. And that's when we get this crazy ass image of her eyes gorged out as she begs for help. She's like walking the street. Her eye sockets are like black and open, and looks like blood streaming down them. And she's not dead. He didn't kill her, but he did want her eyes. And I was just like, that shit is crazy. Like, I was just like, what the fuck? So, but again, that's what I mean. Like, it's a cute story. I mean, it's like got cute moments with like the humanizing of Tokua, Kaneki with his best friend Hyde really caring about Kaneki, but then you get these dark moments that remind you like, hey, this is a dark story though. Now, we do learn that the one that actually stole her eyes was Shu. He is the gourmet ghoul, and he is nicknamed the nuisance of the 20th ward. So in my notes, I mean, I already knew that overall, but like I said in my notes, I try to go through it with you guys and talk to you about like how I came to these thoughts and processes. But he's also taken an interest in Kaneki due to his scent. And I was like, maybe this is because Kaneki's a half ghoul / one-eyed ghoul, or perhaps he's going to be a new rival. Now, I'm going to end that's actually where I ended my chapter. Like, I was like, okay, we got a new ghoul. His name is Shu. He's the gourmet demon. And now he's got interest in Kaneki. So that was pretty cool. I'm actually, again, up to chapter 50. Have not gone past chapter 50. I'm going to wait till I catch up with you guys in the videos, and then we can continue. But the battle with Shu and the stuff coming up at Shu is pretty interesting, so I can't wait to talk to you guys about it. Anyways, don't want to drag this out any longer. Sorry for, like, the little cuts I had to make in my hair. This one was a little bit harder because I didn't remember too much about Tokyo Ghoul from this point because, like, again, these were done, like, way back in December. And I just haven't been able to post lately. But anyways, guys, that's all for this video. Talk to you guys next one. See you later. Bye. Hey, guys. This video was sponsored by me, the author of the Shinry series, the Chronicles of Wayne, and Monsterverse. So I figured I'd do this outro a little bit different by showing you guys what you guys will be checking out. So, the Shinry series starts with Book 1, Shobu Samurai Project Aryoku. 10 years after the death of his parents, Shobu Samurai returns home, seeking vengeance, but instead faces the choice to save his home from shadow creatures, blood beasts, and an organization once thought dead. Shinry's Shobu Samurai starts at $9.99, and if you love anime, manga, Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, Yu Yu Hakusho, Fairy Tail, Shaman King, Rave Master, Zatch Bell, anything like that, the Shinry series is definitely the series for you. You'll definitely want to check it out. The Sword of Light is probably the thickest one so far, and then these books are 2. This is Enter the Dread Zone Tournament, and the series original ending, Arado the Legendary Conjuring Master. So, and I'll just show you guys some of the covers. Really proud of all of these, but I hope you guys check it out. If you don't like that, I also have the current published books for the Chronicles of Wayne, Love Be Damned, Cotton Candy, Full Moons, Fabled Lovers, A Cursed Virgin's Bite. If You Go Where Monsters Dance, Red will Rain Over Your House. Love Be Damned. Now, the Chronicles of Wayne is about a geeky guy, or a nerdy guy in high school. His senior year, he has a crush on the hottest guy in school, because of course he does. He's only got one best friend, and her name is Barb. Well, the hottest guy in school turns out to be a werewolf. And to make the story more interesting, he bites Wayne and turns Wayne into the first ever wolfman in the last 10 years. And because of that, it was also a sacred law that wolfmen should never be created. I don't want to get into too much of the Chronicles of Wayne without spoiling it, but I can tell you it's very short. This one sells for $6.99, and Love Be Caged right after it. The ending of this trilogy, Love Be Liberated, comes out in October. So I'm going to definitely do a more full in-depth review of this one. But yeah, it's an LGBT fantasy fiction story about werewolves, vampires, white witches, a dark warlock, and, well, many, many more surprises to come. So if you guys like to read, I definitely recommend. These are all the books so far in the Shinry series, except for Shinry's Beginning. I do have that one, but it's just not here with me. But yeah, I appreciate a like, support, or just a review on Amazon. Either way, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a great day.